Good day, everyone. I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things. This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Carrie Roberts claims she went on vacation with her girlfriends, but when it was time to pay the bill, her friend disappeared. Tammy Mills says the cost of the trip was being split between 4 people, and that didn't include her.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
Please be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is the case of Roberts versus Mills. Ms. Roberts, you are suing Ms. Mills for $1,692. You say it's the portion of a hotel bill and other money that she owes you. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes it is.
Okay, explain to me what happened.
I cannot believe that I have to sue my good friend for some money that she owes me, but respectfully and rightfully so. So I met her 2 years ago on a cruise. We had so much fun. We did a karaoke competition and we won. So I'm thinking,
really?
this is my soulmate, girl. You remember?
Okay, that's cute though. That's so cute. So you met, it was really cute.
Yes.
You thought you were kindred spirits.
Absolutely.
And you became great friends.
Great friends.
So what happens?
Well, we won the award.
All right.
And then, a year later, I needed her to help me with a couple of things. She was a great friend of mine, and I helped her with a couple of things. You know how friends are, we exchanged help. So I asked her to help me with a work reference for my job.
Judge, she wanted me to lie for her. Keep it real, friend.
She trying to make
She wanted me to lie for her.
I hope that's okay to say in here. I don't want to go to jail.
You in court. Y'all swore to tell the truth.
Okay, well,
So this is the truth. She wanted me to lie for a job reference for her. I did, which resulted in her getting a job. I'm proud of you, sis. However, on the back end, she said that she got me, we were gonna celebrate for her receiving this promotion, which resulted in her getting a $40,000 raise. So when she said, let's go on this trip, I got you, I started packing my bags because you got me. She's trying to have me pay the remainder of a trip where it was supposed to be split between 4 people. Not one time did she ever mention that I had to pay anything. I was just responsible for getting my plane ticket.
Why would you think you're not gonna pay for nothing?
Friend, you know my situation though. Friend, you know I be struggling sometimes. She knows I'm a single mom, Your Honor.
So I want to understand this. What was your response? Was it, I want to go, but I don't have the money? Or is it, I want to go, how much is it? What was your response?
Well, she already know I didn't have the money. It's been 2 years since I've been on a trip. So I'm just congratulating her. Oh, go, friend, I'm happy for you. And then she said, we're gonna celebrate. I got you. Next thing you know, I get an itinerary for a trip. Who's gonna turn down a trip? Especially with the words, I got you, attached to it.
So you get the itinerary. And you weren't asked to contribute anything towards a ticket?
No, towards the trip, no. My own plane ticket, yes.
Oh, you had to buy your plane ticket?
Yes, and she knew I flew Spirit, so she knew I was on a discount or trying to cut corners. She knew.
Your Honor.
So wait a minute. Ms. Roberts, when you said, I got you, what did you mean?
I meant that I have her right now. Later down the road, you have to pay me back.
Did you add that and you can pay me back later into the discussion?
I expected her to know I hadn't started my job yet. It's like I got the job and she immediately thought, oh, okay, we all going on a trip together and it's for free. No.
You can't be expecting nothing. I need to hear that and pay me back later.
I'm still trying to understand how you got your own plane ticket but thought she was paying for the whole trip.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, because I took that upon my own to buy the plane ticket. This is my friend. I'm not trying to beat her over the head, and she's already, to my knowledge, gonna sponsor the trip. So you felt like
she said, come on and go, I got you, and you were thinking to yourself, ooh, I don't want her to be on the hook for everything. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get myself a cheap plane ticket.
Yeah, because
so at least
friends,
that's that.
So
okay, all right, I'm understanding that now. Get to the trip now.
Well, as far as the trip went, when it came time to check out, I could not find Tammy at all. Ghost gone with the wind. And I'm like, wait a second, where's my friend? The other girls are here. Where's Tammy?
What was going on?
I don't know. I honestly.
But that's the thing, Your Honor. She shouldn't be checking for me when I'm not responsible for any of the fees. So why are you looking for me?
That's where the misunderstanding begins and ends.
Coming up.
How did you think she was able to pay for the entire trip for you? That means you ate free, you had the hotel for free, all you did was pay for your plane ticket.
Because sometimes you can't question blessings.
And later.
If he used Troy to breed with another dog, he owes you the $7,000. Luckily for you both, this court did do a DNA analysis.
Closed captioning provided by. If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with a dispute between Carrie Roberts and her friend Tammy Mills over travel expenses.
Were you just so confident, Miss Mills, that at the time, I mean, usually at the time of checkout, and someone's saying, even they say, I got you, did you say to her, hey, are you sure? You know, I'd like to pay you back half. I don't have it now, but I can pay you back this later.
No.
You just didn't go anywhere near the checkout counter.
At that point, yes.
That's like those people, Sean, when the bill comes at the restaurant, they suddenly got to go to the restroom.
That's me out of here. Especially if you say you got.
Is that you?
No, I'm just kidding. Look, I'm just saying though, in that regard, especially if you say you got me, and then also, Your Honor, we've been friends for some time now, so she understands that I'm a single mom. I have a lot of, you know, hardships that I have to overcome. And her friends, they're single with no children, so they don't have the same financial obligations as I do.
Well, let me say this. As the woman who was single for a long time with no children, I couldn't stand when other people would count my money. Now, just because you decide to become a mother and add more responsibility to your plate, that doesn't mean you count my money and always assume I have more because I don't have a child.
She does.
And I make sure that I don't do that now that I have a child, that I don't do the reverse. Now, and I will give this to Ms. Roberts, she got the job, but was not able to pay for the whole trip if she wasn't earning at the job yet. How did you think she was able to pay for the entire trip for you? That means you ate free, you had the hotel for free, all you did was pay for your plane ticket.
Because sometimes you can't question blessings. And that's what that was, a blessing. It's been a long, friend, you know I needed that vacation. It had been so long, and with COVID, and I had to watch my daughter way more than I was stressed and couldn't do it.
So let me ask you something, Ms. Roberts. While you're on the vacation and the days are going by and the meals are going by, and are you charging everything to the room, or are you looking at this and every few minutes you're like, well, she ain't tried to pay for nothing yet?
Absolutely both. We did charge some things to the room, and then, you know, the excursions that we did outside of the hotel, me and my friends would just kind of fight over the bill, because that's how we do. One person pays. We don't do the 5 cards trying to pay one bill. So me and my other friends were taking care of it. I didn't pay much attention to Tammy not taking care of it. I'm not that type of friend to count up everything. But when the bill came for the room and there were international phone calls made to her child or to whoever she was calling in the middle of the night, and the mini bar in our room was empty, and we were never really in the room. She was
Wait a minute now.
I maybe had a drink or 8, but that's fine.
Yeah,
you said a drink or 8.
I was trying to get... I have the receipt.
I had this much.
She said I may have had a drink or 8.
I was trying to get myself together. Her friends, they were not that inviting. I can't fight over the bill, so
I have the receipt of what the bar
I'd like to see the receipt.
And the receipt from the hotel room.
Some of that's fake, probably, Your Honor.
Did you bring any evidence today, Ms. Mills?
Yes, I have a copy of
what do you have?
The hotel bill as well.
I'm gonna believe you that this hotel bill is $16.92.
Now you may want to check. You know she be lying to her job sometimes. So.
Oh my gosh, friend.
Ooh, see how your friend will do you? I heard enough. This is I hate to say, but this is common, and I'm not surprised. When you get to be close friends with someone, you believe you can speak each other's language, but you're not kindred spirits when it comes to money. And I think that's what people need to understand. Exchange of money, all of these things, gifts, trips, loans, whatever it may be, it requires very real communication. And in the excitement of this job, you all began to make a plan without really having a plan. Right?
Yes.
And that old saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What I'm most proud of is that even though you're standing here in court today, it still looks like you have a lot of love for one another.
Yeah,
and you still appreciate and honor the friendship.
Yes.
But this has got to be a lesson that when you are going forward in a vacation or anywhere where you're spending money together, hammer it out. Put it in writing. Make sure everybody understands the terms. Because I'll be very clear. At your age, it's like I could completely understand Ms. Mills' position in this. When I was at your age, if someone said, come on, you can go, I got you, that could mean if you fall short, I'm gonna spot you.
Yes.
Usually a spot means that you pay back later when you do get it. Now, as a woman of this age, when I tell somebody, come with me, I got you, that means you don't have to worry about anything.
Come on.
It's done. I'm taking care of you. And so I can see how both of you can be confused as to what that means. So it has been determined by this court that you all need to split the amount that you are petitioning for. So both of you take responsibility for some portion of this miscommunication. You're suing for $1,692, therefore judgment for the plaintiff for $846. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $846.
I can't believe you had me come on here for
You
that.
gonna bring me
We
on
could
the
have did
court.
this at
Can't we
home.
work out a payment plan? I probably only got the 42 today. Something.
You could just pay. You ain't got to pay me back. We'll talk about it the next trip.
Coming up,
There is a clause in that contract that states if you intend to breed these dogs, you need to pay a fee.
Clearly, she's just trying to make money out of this. Otherwise, you would have told me to get it neutered after.
Irresponsibility is not my problem.
It's got nothing to do with responsibility.
Well, actually, Mr. Humphreys, it does.
closed captioning provided by... You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. Hannah Miller claims the puppy she sold was intended to be a pet and contractually wasn't supposed to father a litter once it got older. Sam Humphreys says he neutered the dog so it couldn't sire any puppies.
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is the case of Miller versus Humphreys. Ms. Miller, you are suing Mr. Humphreys for $7,200 for breach of contract. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Humphreys, you say you did not breach the contract.
That is correct.
All right. Ms. Miller, what happened?
I am a Labrador Retriever breeder. I live in Clemson, South Carolina. I've been doing this a long time, Your Honor. When he bought a dog from me, he ended up signing a contract. But the most important part was a non-compete clause contract. He agreed that he would neuter the dog when it reached or before it reached 9 months of age. The reason I have that non-compete clause is because I truly care about the health and well-being of these dogs. When dogs are overbred and irresponsibly bred, sometimes inbreeding can happen, health problems can happen with these dogs. There is a clause in that contract that states if you intend to breed these dogs, you need to pay a fee of $7,000.
Can I see the contract? Did you bring it?
I did.
Thank you.
So this contract explicitly says that proof must be received within 14 days after the completion of the surgery and that male dogs need to be neutered before becoming 9 months of age.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming up,
Even if Troy is the father, which he is not.
How do you know that for sure?
I had him fixed.
Luckily for you both, this court did do a DNA analysis.
closed captioning provided by... You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. We're back with the case of breeder Hannah Miller, who brought Sam Humphreys to court over puppy paternity.
Mr. Humphreys, I want to hear your side. When you bought the dog, was it your intention to breed the dog?
Not at all. I'm an investment banker first. I'm not a breeder whatsoever. The dog was just meant to be a family pet.
Did you have any other dogs when you bought Troy?
No. However, I did get 2 more dogs after I bought Troy.
You did?
3 months after. Our kids loved this dog so much. The dog was getting lonely. It was kismet. It was perfect.
You were supposed to have Troy neutered before he was 9 months old. The question is, did you do that?
Yes, I did.
Then the second question is, did you bring proof to court?
Yes, I did.
May I see it, please?
Thank you. Here you are.
Thank you so much, Sean. Let me see, the date of the contract was October 2020, and then the surgery was performed on July of 2021. So the bottom line is he's still a little tardy to the party.
But very close.
But very close. If he used Troy to breed with another dog, he owes you the $7,000.
Yes, ma'am.
You're suing for $7,200. What's the other $200 for?
When the dogs are sold, he's selling them for a price that would equal $7,200. He has chosen to sell the puppies instead of pay me the fee that I asked for.
Well,
so that is why I chose to sue for that number, Your Honor.
Even if Troy is the father, which he is not.
How do you know that for sure?
I had him fixed.
Luckily for you both, this court did do a DNA analysis.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns. Promotional consideration provided by... You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake.
All right, so here's a canine breed composition DNA analysis certificate. For Troy Humphreys, he is in fact the papa of these puppies.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I mean, that's just not fair. Why would she have that clause? Clearly, she's just trying to make money out of this. Otherwise, you would have told me to get it neutered after.
Your responsibility is not my problem.
It's got nothing to do with responsibility.
Well, actually, Mr. Humphreys, it does. Because the truth is, all you had to do was say, you know what? Let's get some other dogs. But since we've got Troy, and it is not my intention to breed, let's get another boy dog or 2 other boy puppies, and then we wouldn't have this problem.
I wasn't faced with that choice.
But once you got the girl puppy, this possibility could happen. So with that said, judgment for the plaintiff for $7,000. Court is adjourned.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $7,000.
So it looks like it was a good day for you. How do you guys feel about the verdict?
I feel great. I got what I needed and what was entitled to me.
I was a bit cheated by this loophole, so.
So what are you going to do with all the dogs?
I have no idea.
Feel free to sell them. You've paid the fee now.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.